You guys remember Mega Man Battle Network? No? Well, it was awesome. Imagine an RPG, semi-turn-based card game. Yeah, that's a mouthful. Well, this is kinda like that. One Step from Eden is a roguelike game that takes some inspiration from the Battle Network games, but lacks in a lot of ways. But that doesn't mean it's a bad game. Let's get into it. The backbone to any rogue game is the gameplay. One Step from Eden has a pretty good deck building system. You have spells and mana. Each spell has damage, cost, and a description of what it does. You can preview the spell before you get them so you know what it does to an extent. So the spell's descriptions include what they actually do, like using the flow buff? I don't know what they call it. The greenish waves thing. Yeah, too bad it doesn't tell you anything about it. You have to do your own research to know stuff. All flow is a number. Using any spell lowers that number and certain spells raise it. Some spells get additional effects if you have flow, like double cast, double damage, or repair cracks. There's loads of stuff this game doesn't tell you. The only thing it does show you is how to move, use spells, navigate the deck menu. Here's a list of things the game doesn't tell you but you should know. When you get started, use the focus option to help you get spells you want. It's still random, but getting spells that are the same brand is better than a mishmash deck. When you beat a boss, you have the choice to kill or spare them. Killing them gets you an artifact and some experience, while sparing them gets you health. I was killing them all the time at the start, not knowing they give you health, so no wonder I sucked. You can kill the shopkeeper, but it's not advisable early on. They're super strong, they'll just overpower you. I would avoid the hazard signs on the map. They have really hard and fast enemies, so I would just avoid them at all cost. In this one boss, Violet, I think her name is, her music notes that she shoots out actually heal you. I thought they did damage, so I avoided them. Sometimes you'll see a red battle symbol. Those are harder and give you more rewards. Well, at least I think there's a chance for better rewards. A story? Okay, so this is what I got for whatever story there is. In the game's description, it mentions that we are trying to reach Eden. It's the game title too. When we lose, the game tells us how far we are from Eden. In Reva's starting kit description, it mentions that society has collapsed, so something catastrophic happened. In Hazel's starting kit, it says that she couldn't stop them. Who? Did the world undergo some kind of invasion? We'll never know because the game doesn't tell us anything. The only thing we get is that we have to reach Eden by any means necessary. That's all we get. Maybe it was an alien invasion with some robots thrown in, and that's why we had to fight our way through. I don't know. The look of the game isn't that important to me, but I do have an allure to the pixel style. I mean, look at me. I'm of the pixel race myself. The way your character moves is all really fluid most of the time. The character designs are also really neat. I like that. They look like they came straight from a Battle Network games, although with less pixels somehow. So I got this game on the Switch, and yeah, most of the time it runs well. In handheld mode it's usually 100% of the time, for me at least. But in docked mode, when there's a lot of things happening, the Switch will stutter for like a millisecond or more. That worries me because it happens in the later stages. There's a lot of enemies, a lot of attacks going off, and I'm like, one split second and you lose a lot of health or you die. And it wasn't my fault. So that's something to keep in mind. Maybe get it on PC. The music in this game is amazing. I want to buy all these songs, especially the forest theme. I have that song stuck in my head for some reason. Have a listen. game has a co-op mode. It's a weird thing. You both play as the same character, you share the same deck, HP, and mana, except each of you have one spell each. It makes the game a lot harder, I think. Versus mode allows you both to pick a character from the ones you have. Each has their own strengths and weaknesses and deck. Why couldn't they use this for co-op? Maybe it'd be too easy, I don't know. Well, the game shows you what specific attacks you have for versus mode. I think the decks you get are random. I didn't play it that much. In the end, the game is fun to play, but besides unlocking characters, there's not a lot there to keep you playing. And I know most rogue games have very light story elements. Some try to build a world or something like that. Hopefully they add some story stuff or even some dialogue in the future. But for now, my score is 7 out of 10. 8 out of 10 on PC. I gave it a lot of leeway just for being fun enough and being in the Battle Network style, but there are flaws. If you have a choice, get the PC version. It has mods, better fidelity, and probably has more updates. The Switch version is kinda cheaper. I got it for $19 on the eShop. $1 less, yeah. And you can play it on the go. So, weigh those options. And there you have it. It's my review for One Step from Eden. I still like it, I will keep playing it, but in short bursts, I guess. That's all I got. Alright, see you guys. Until next time. Bye-bye.